It's not every day that you see a company join the smartphone game. One sec. But when they do, it's always interesting just to see how they keep up to date with trends, try and innovate, and even just survive in this current market. Here we have the Nothing phone that I actually won this in a vending machine at one of their events. We have a few things to do today. Go to Toronto Islands, the Aquarium, and then a Raptors game at 7 PM. I'm purely just looking to test the camera in various different situations. On the Toronto Islands, see what the video quality is like, the zoom, the slow motion, and then when we go to the Aquarium, see what it's like in low light situations. And then the Raptors game will test out the zoom and any other features that we probably miss when it comes to the camera. But before we head out, let's talk about this for a second. This weighs like 194 grams compared to the iPhone 15 Pro Max weighing in at 221 grams. Now, to tell you the truth, you're not really going to pay attention to, oh, the iPhone 15 weighs more than this. It's not really gonna make a difference to the ordinary user. But when I first saw this, the phone itself kind of stood out for me. I was like, "Rob, what is this?" It has a nice, smooth aluminium frame with dual side Gorilla Glass back and front to give it that toughness. Since we're on the back of the phone now, this is the Glyph Interface, and which kind of stands out compared to the rest of the phones that are out there. And this unique light pattern just simply indicates various different things, whether it's you're getting a text from someone, someone's calling you, your notification from an application, or even if you just want to use a flashlight, you can get the back of the phone to light up as well, and it's kind of got like a cool look to it. Now at the top, we have dual 50 megapixel cameras. As I said, we'll test out as we go about day to see the camera in different situations. And then if we turn back to the front, it has a 6.55 inch screen, which is fairly a nice size, I must say. And again, if you was to compare it to iPhone 15 Pro Max, this is a 6.69 inch screen going across diagonally, and the viewing area is a tad bit less as well. But overall, I'm liking this phone so far. We're currently on 99% battery, and let's get a move on. I customized the home screen with the Nothing icon pack. It's clean, minimalistic, and you can buy additional packs on the Google Play Store. Now there's free ones and there's also paid versions too. Let's go further out there in the water, test out the camera, and see what the pictures actually look like. There's like a little bench right there that we're gonna go sit on. So most people actually prioritize camera performance when it comes to shopping in today's market. You got your TikToks, your Instagram, various different platforms where the quality of your pictures and videos is kind of like a top priority for some. Well, for me it is, given I take photography. Now, nothing has really been reinvented here. No, that wasn't a pun. It still takes nice, clear pictures and videos, and I'm satisfied for the results it actually provides in lit environment. Now we went to the Aquarium and it didn't really perform as I would like to have to. It still has great footage, but there can be some sort of graininess within some photos and videos, but give you a contrast of comparing it between this and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So there was a wide and ultra wide angle lens with the front camera being 16 megapixels. It also has various different features, but there's two things that I kind of want to touch upon right now, is the macro lens and the expert feature. Now the macro lens is great for getting close-up shots. I particularly use it for product photography and also just videography when I want to get like a close-up angle to capture the detail or something. Now with the expert mode, this here on the iPhone, I particularly use the Blackmagic camera in order to adjust certain settings when I'm taking a photo, but with the Nothing phone, it actually has it built into its camera app. So if we head over to the camera, scroll over to the right until you see more, you're going to see various different categories. We're going to click on expert. Now this allows you to adjust the shutter speed, the ISO, and even the white balance, just to have more creative control. Would I prefer to use this over any other phone? Not at the moment. I'll definitely have it as a secondary camera to take additional shots. So this is running the Nothing OS, which is essentially their own operating system, but in reality it is basically an Android. When using it, sometimes it can feel a bit laggy from time to time, but so far they push out updates and it feels to run a bit smoother. Applications load quite fast, and for the most part, use it on a day-to-day basis. I'm pretty much satisfied with. Nothing so far that has really annoyed me when it comes to using it. But it's coming up to 7 o'clock now. Let's head over to the Raptors game. Had to come home and change quick, put the Raptors hat on, and I had too much stuff on me, and I wasn't really trying to risk if they're going to even let me bring my camera in and then they're going to tell me, oh, you got to check it into the coat check. I wasn't really trying to do that, so I'm going to leave it at home. We're going to finish recording on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, And yeah, just enjoy the game. It's my first time going. We'll see if they win or lose. This is actually my second time in Scotiabank Arena. The first was to see Burna Boy, and now we're here to catch the Raptors' last home game. So the game hasn't started yet, so I thought let's take some pictures from the jump. Now it's a tad bit dark, but let's check out the results. They're looking good, but there is some blurring if you was to zoom in a bit. Now, I found the same thing happened while I was recording the video. As you can see, it's not looking too good. But let's switch back to the iPhone 15. Boy, the Raptors lost. First Raptors game and they're losing. It's their final game at home as well. For the first like 2 quarters, they were actually winning, and then the other team just started scoring 3-pointers, slam dunking, all of that, and then they eventually just lost the overall game. My phone is on 52%. It's kind of held up well. I haven't experienced no overheating issues or anything as such. The battery hasn't been draining if I'm particularly using, let's say, a flasher or anything like that, opposed to the older iPhones, as we know what Apple kind of does with their batteries. But one thing I do like is the battery share feature on the Nothing phone. So if my iPhone is nearly dead, I've actually used this when I've been out. I'll just put the phones on the back if it's got wireless charging, and it has managed to sufficiently and keep my phone alive so I can obviously get home and charge a bit. It's not like the best of chargers, meaning you put it on and it's going to get to like 5% or whatnot. It will essentially just keep your phone alive. So it's kind of like a good thing to kind of have it in my pocket sometimes. Now, just to wrap this up, I don't think this will probably sway you away from the big smartphone giants. However, I do think this is a great option if you're on a budget. It has a solid display and performance and still is decent enough to capture satisfactory photos. However, this just wouldn't be my first choice if I was out there phone shopping. But I had to have it as a secondary phone and just have with me just in case. That's a wrap from me. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.